All right, so today's practice, we're gonna focus a lot on opening our hips, legs, stretching out the legs. For this one, you will definitely need a strap of some sort. You can use a belt, a tie, if you don't have a strap, a towel. Also, a block might be helpful as well. I've got Danielle here to use that. So we're gonna start in a standing position in a wide stance. We're gonna just do shoulder rolls. You know, I like those. We're gonna go real slow to the front and wake those shoulders up. And then we'll take them to the back. We're gonna do a neck stretch. So take your right ear to the right shoulder. You can place your right hand on your head, not pulling, just laying there. Also, if you want a little bit deeper of a stretch, you can take your arm and just extend it to the side. Left arm, extend to the side. Okay, and take it back to center, and then we'll do the same on the left. So left shoulder, or left ear to left shoulder, left hand on the head, and extend the right arm. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna do a quick shoulder stretch. We're gonna take that right arm out and cross it over in front of our bodies. Take that left arm and pull it towards you. Okay, and we'll take the arms wide again. Take that left arm over, pull that with the right. Perfect, and then we're gonna do some neck rolls. We're just gonna go halfway to the side. So starting with the head down, take it over to the side, and then back around. And back over to the other side. And around. Now I just want you to stay in the middle and tuck that chin to the chest. And you can place your hands on top of your head. Again, not pulling, just adding a little bit more of a stretch. Okay, and we'll go back up to center and take some side bends in this wide stance. So take that right hand up and over, stretching that right side. And come back to center. Take that left arm up and over. Okay, let's just do one more on each side. So right arm up and over. And left arm up and over. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to take our arms up like a cactus, and we're just going to pull them back, stretching those shoulder blades, and then release. And do that a couple of times. You can go at your own pace. Whatever feels good to you is fine. Give me one more, and then we are going to do a forward fold in this wide stance. So we're going to take the arms up, overhead, stretch really good, and then fold down into a forward fold. Perfect. So we're going to stay here for just a second and really stretch those hamstrings out. Keep your hands on the mat if you can reach. If not, you can grab a block, whatever's comfortable. All right. So from this forward fold, we're just going to take a squat. We're going to bend the knees and come down. Take our arms. You can press those knees with your elbows. Take your hands to heart center. And then we'll take our hands back down and fold up. Let's do that 2 more times. So let's hold this for just a second. Again, stretching the hamstrings. And then let's bend down into a squat and hold center. Okay, hands back down to the mat. Fold up. And let's squat back down. Back up, and while we're here in this forward fold position, let's just take our hands and walk them to the right foot. Give that right hamstring just a little extra stretch here. Now let's walk the hands back to center. Hold for just a second. And now we'll walk the hands over towards the left foot. Okay, back to center. And this time we're just going to roll up really slowly. And then we're going to keep this stance, keep this left foot the way it is, and we're going to just rotate the front or the right foot to the front of the mat, and we're going to take our hips and square them towards that foot and just bend into that leg and lift our arms overhead into a warrior one. And this may be a part where you want your block. We're going to shift from a warrior one into a triangle pose. So we're going to lift that right leg up, keeping the toe pointed forward, and then bend down towards that foot. If you need to bend your leg a little, you can. If you need to use a block, you can. Never want you to overdo it, so alright. Now we'll come back up, fold that right foot back into a wide stance, and we're going to do this to the left side. So left foot extends out, and we're going to bend into that left leg, arms up into warrior one. Perfect. Now let's take the arms and twist towards the front and lean over into triangle, opening our chests and our legs. Let's bring that up. And now we're just going to inch our feet towards the mat into just a standing position, feet under the hips. And we're going to do a forward fold. So we're going to take the arms up and fold over. We're going to stay here for just a moment. Now we're going to come up to a half fold. placing the hands on the quads, keeping the back flat. And we're going to release back down to a forward fold and slowly roll up. All right, let's do that one more time. So arms go up and fold over. Holding this position. If you need to bend your knees, you can. If you need to rest your hands on your shins, you can. Whatever feels comfortable. And then keeping that back flat, let's come up to a half fold, resting the hands on the quads. And then back down into a forward fold. And then let's gently roll up. All right. So before we move on, we're going to do just a couple of toe taps on the ankles to get those going. So you're going to tap your big toe inward, then tap your little toe out. Just kind of get those ankles moving. Perfect, and we'll switch. So big toe in, little toe, some internal and external rotation of the ankle. All right, perfect, and then let's take our foot, take those toes down onto the mat, and let's stretch the top of those feet. Not too long because it's not the most comfortable. Do that on the left. Perfect. All right, and we'll test your balance just a little bit. Let's just take the right ankle and do some circles clockwise and counterclockwise. All right, and let's change to the other one. So now you probably want to start towards the end of your mat. We're going to take a forward fold and walk down into a downward dog. So we're going to take the hands up. Let's forward fold and walk our hands out to a downward dog. Now, you can stay here in downward dog. If you need to, you can, or want to, you can pedal your feet. Kind of stretch those legs one at a time. Okay. From downward dog, we're going to take the right leg and extend it up. Now let's bend that right knee and open that hip. Perfect. Now let's take that right leg and put it back down into downward dog. Now let's drop the knees and just push back into a child's pose. You can stretch the arms out in front of you. If you want a more restorative, you can place your forehead on the mat and bring your arms beside you. Okay. On child's pose, let's push up, back into a downward dog. Let's extend that left leg up. And drop that knee, open that hip. Perfect. Go back, take that leg back into extension, come down, and let's push back into a child's pose. Alright, so from child's pose, we're going to push back up into a downward dog. And just like we did, we're going to extend that right leg up. This time we're going to bring it in towards our chest and place it into a low lunge. So your right foot will be on the outside of your right hand. And go ahead and drop that left knee down. Rest on the mat. You can keep your hands on the mat. If you'd like to come up, you can rest your hand on your quad. Just keep driving those hips towards your mat to get a deep stretch. If you have your hands on your quads, let's take them back down to the mat. And we're just going to roll out on the side of our right foot, taking that right knee towards the wall over here. It just gives us a deeper stretch in that right hip. Let's take that foot back into the low lunge. Take the left toes up. Bring that right leg back, and then we'll downward dog. Extend that left leg up. Now let's bring it in to a low lunge. Again, you can keep your hands on the mat here, or you can come up and place them on the quad. Just making sure you're pressing those hips down towards your mat. If you're up on your quad, let's take the hands back down to the mat and just roll out on the side of that left foot, extending the knee to the left side. This time, let's just take the leg back into a tabletop. And while we're in tabletop, let's just rock our hips from side to side. At your own pace. And then we'll sit back into a child's pose. Let's give our body some time to restore for our next set of hip openers. While we're in child's pose, let's just take our hands and walk them towards the right. Just give our left side a little stretch, a little love. Let's walk them back to center and over to the left. and back to center. And let's push up into tabletop, tuck the toes under, and we're going to go back into downward dog. Again, let's take that right leg and extend it up. This time let's pull it towards the chest and bring it over into a pigeon. You can stay in pigeon up here, or you can walk down to the forearms, or if you're really flexible, you can extend the arms and rest your forehead on the mat. If this is too hard on your hip, you can always grab a block and stick it right under that right hip. And we're just going to hold this one for a moment or two. Alright, if you're down on your mat, let's walk the hands up. Tuck those left toes onto the mat to release your right leg, and then we'll meet back into tabletop. And let's rock those hips one more time. Let's tuck those toes under, back into downward dog. It's okay. Take that left leg up and extend. And then we're going to tuck that left leg under into pigeon. While you're down in pigeon, let's just focus on breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's walk our hands back up, lifting up, take those right toes under to the mat, and release that left leg. And we're gonna meet back in tabletop and rock out the hips one more time. Now we're going to extend our legs back into a plank. We're going to slowly lower ourselves down to the mat. And let's just press up into an up dog and give our backs a little bit of a stretch here. Now let's push up into tabletop and extend back into a child's pose. Alright, now let's go back to a tabletop. Let's cross those shins and just sit back into a seated position. I'm gonna turn this way. So we're gonna take the left arm and cross it over the right knee. Take the right hand, place it behind you, and let's just do a seated twist here. And we want your gaze to be over your right shoulder. Just showing our back a little more love. Perfect. Now let's meet back in the middle. We're gonna do the same to the left, so right arm extends over to the left knee, left arm extends behind us, with our gaze looking over our shoulder. Perfect. So here we're going to take our legs into a butterfly position, and we're going to do 3 forward folds. Each time we're going to take a big deep breath. On the exhale, we're going to fold over on each time. If you can, on that exhale, try to go just a little bit deeper than you did before. You can keep your back rounded if you need to. So we're going to take a big deep breath in the nose. On the exhale, let's fold over. Okay, we'll slowly come up from there. Again, take a big deep breath through the nose. Exhale, fold over, trying to go a little bit deeper than last time. Come up. One last time. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, fold over. We're going to come back up. We're going to take our legs and put them in where your knees are facing towards the ceiling. And kind of like we did the pigeon earlier on the mat, we're going to take that right ankle and place it on top of the left knee, or right above the left knee. You can place your hands behind you for stability. We're just going to do a seated position, pigeon. If you need to, or if you want a deeper stretch, take that left foot and pull it towards you. The closer it is to your body, the deeper the stretch will be. Perfect. Now let's release that right leg down. Take the left ankle over the right leg. Again, bringing that right foot closer to you, deeper stretch. And again, if you want, you can rock side to side with this at your own pace. Perfect. Now let's release those legs. Holding onto the back of your quad. Let's just slowly roll down onto the back. Let's extend those legs onto the mat. Let's extend our arms overhead and just get a full body stretch. Taking a few deep breaths here. Now let's take that right knee up, placing that right foot on your mat. Your knee will be facing towards the ceiling. Let's take the right hand out to the side. Left hand, we'll take that right knee and pull it towards the left. A nice twist here. Let's meet back in the center. Take that right leg down. Left knee will come up. Left arm will go to the side of you. Take that right arm and grab that left knee. Twist. Both shoulders on the mat, and twisting. Okay. We'll release that and go back to center. Take that left leg down back to the mat. Bring your right knee up towards your chest. Hug it into you, but try to hug it towards your armpit instead of towards your chest. Perfect. And we'll release that right leg down. We'll bring the left knee up, pulling it towards the armpit as well. Bring both knees into the chest, and let's hug those knees and just rock side to side for just a second. Let's give our little spine a massage here. Perfect. Now you can release those legs, grab your strap or whatever you have handy. Do a couple of leg stretches here. So take that right leg up and loop your strap around that right foot. You're just going to take your strap and pull that right leg in towards you. Stretch that hamstring. As if we haven't already stretched it enough, but let's do one more. Perfect. Now I want you to take this left arm out to the side, straps into the right hand, take that right leg and release it over towards the right. Right leg back to center. Take your straps in your left hand, extending the right arm out beside you, and just let that left leg fall over right leg fall over to the left, I'm sorry. Try to keep your shoulders onto the mat. Perfect. Bring that leg back up. You can unloop your strap. Bring the left leg up. Unstrap it. Pulling that leg back towards you. Your strap. Take your strap into your left hand, right arm extended, and just let that left leg drop out over to the left. Up, switching hands, so strap in your right hand, left arm extended, and bring that left leg over to the right. Back up to the center. You may release that strap, lay it off to the side. Taking both legs down on the mat. Take the arms overhead. Let's do one more full body stretch here. Take some deep breaths and really open that chest. Let's take our knees back towards our chest and rock for a second here. Now let's let those legs go, but placing your feet on the mat where your knees are facing towards the ceiling, hands to the side of you, and let's just push up for a bridge really quickly here. You can keep your hands to the side, or if you want to make a fist under your body, you can. Let's release that pose, keeping our knees facing towards the ceiling. We're going to get ready to just relax a second. So let's take those knees and just let them fold outward into a reclined butterfly. And you can either lay your hands out beside you with the palms up, or you can place them right on the inside of your thigh. Give it a little bit more of a stretch. And this is the part of the practice where you can just take some deep breaths and just do a little bit of relaxing before we go back to our busy lives. And whenever you're ready, just roll over to one side. And we're gonna just push ourselves up very slowly so we don't get dizzy. And hopefully your legs feel nice and stretched, hips, thighs, quads, hopefully everything, but that is our practice for the day.